Part 1. The Invitation. As summer drew to a close, a group of friends received a peculiar invitation to an exclusive event at the abandoned amusement park. Once known as Thrill Haven, rumors circulated about the park being haunted, but curiosity got the better of them. Determined to unravel the mysteries within, they accepted the invitation. The day arrived, and the group found themselves standing outside the rusted gates of Thrill Haven. Eerily, the park seemed frozen in time, with faded signs and dilapidated rides, casting long shadows in the dying light. Excitement mingled with apprehension as they cautiously entered, their footsteps echoing through the desolate park. Suddenly, the stillness shattered as the park's main attraction, the Nightmare Coaster, creaked to life. The friends exchanged uneasy glances as the coaster's rusted tracks rumbled, beckoning them forward. Unable to resist the allure of the unknown, they reluctantly boarded the decrepit cars. The coaster lurched forward, hurtling the group into darkness. Unearthly whispers filled the air as they descended into a labyrinth of fear. Glimpses of ghostly figures flashed by, their ethereal presence sending shivers down their spines. The once joyful screams of riders now morphed into terror-stricken cries. As the ride came to a halt, the friends stumbled out, shaken but alive. They knew this was just the beginning, a mere taste of the horrors that awaited them. Determined to uncover the truth behind Thrill Haven's dark past, they vowed to return and continue their nightmarish journey. Little did they know that the amusement park's twisted secrets would soon consume their every waking thought, transforming their lives into a roller coaster ride of fear that they could never escape. Part 2. The Haunting Echoes. Haunted by their harrowing experience on the Nightmare Coaster, the friends returned to Thrill Haven, bracing themselves for the horrors that awaited them. The dilapidated park seemed even more ominous than before, its abandoned rides now emanating a palpable sense of malevolence. They ventured deeper into the park, guided by an unseen force that seemed to draw them toward an old, decrepit funhouse. Its faded facade bore a haunting resemblance to a grinning skull, a foreboding symbol of the nightmares that awaited them within. Reluctantly, they stepped into the funhouse, greeted by twisted mirrors that distorted their reflections, distorting their very identities. As they navigated the maze-like corridors, they encountered apparitions of long-deceased clowns, their laughter echoing through the air, evoking a sense of dread. One by one, the friends became separated, lost in a labyrinth of mirrors that seemed to trap them within their own fears. Whispers of forgotten souls echoed in the darkness, feeding their growing paranoia. They fought to find each other, their desperate pleas for help swallowed by the relentless laughter of the haunted funhouse. Eventually, they stumbled upon a room bathed in an otherworldly glow. A mysterious carousel, its once vibrant horses now worn and skeletal, spun in an unholy dance. Mesmerized, yet terrified, they couldn't tear their eyes away from the ghastly sight. As the carousel slowed to a halt, a ghostly figure materialized, a spectral ringmaster, beckoning them to join the macabre ride. The friends, driven by both fascination and terror, climbed aboard the skeletal steeds. Bound to an inescapable fate, the carousel started again, spinning faster and faster, blurring the boundaries between reality and nightmare. their terrified screams mixed with the haunting music, drowning in the cacophony of the haunted amusement park. Their fate seemed sealed, trapped in a nightmarish cycle with no end in sight. To be continued. Part 3. The final descent. As the carousel spun relentlessly, the friends clung to their skeletal steeds, their faces contorted in fear and desperation. The ghostly ringmaster's laughter intensified, a chilling sound that pierced their very souls. Suddenly, with an ear-splitting crack, the carousel broke apart, sending the friends hurtling into a dark abyss. Their screams echoed through the void as they descended into an underworld of torment and despair. They found themselves trapped in a distorted funhouse, a twisted mockery of the park they once knew. Distorted clowns and grotesque figures leered at them from every corner, their presence suffocating and suffusing the air with an oppressive evil. Driven by a will to survive, the friends fought their way through a maze of horrors, their footsteps muffled by the ominous silence. Each turn revealed new terrors, a hall of mirrors that reflected their deepest fears, a room of spinning blades that threatened to tear them apart, and a chamber filled with wailing spirits that fed off their terror. But as they pressed on, a glimmer of hope emerged. They discovered a hidden room, adorned with ancient symbols and an altar at its center. Realizing this was their only chance to escape, they gathered their strength and performed a desperate ritual, calling upon forces beyond their understanding. In a blinding flash of light, the darkness receded, replaced by a surreal calm. They found themselves standing outside the gates of Thrill Haven, the sun rising on a new day. Relief washed over them, but a lingering unease remained, a reminder of the horrors they had endured. As they walked away from the haunted amusement park, they couldn't help but glance back one last time. Thrill Haven stood silent and lifeless, an eerie reminder of the nightmares it held. They knew they were forever changed, marked by the terrors they had faced within. The friends went their separate ways, carrying with them the memories of their harrowing ordeal. They sought solace in the light, but the shadows that haunted Thrill Haven would forever linger in their minds, a constant reminder of the darkness that dwells just beyond the realm of perception. And so, the legend of the nightmare at the haunted amusement park would continue to haunt those who dared to seek its secrets, forever etching its terrifying story into the annals of horror folklore. The end. Or is it? As the friends dispersed, their lives forever scarred by their encounter with the nightmare at the haunted amusement park, a chilling realization crept over them. Despite their escape, the malevolent presence of Thrill Haven continued to linger, its influence seeping into their everyday lives. Strange occurrences and unexplainable phenomena plagued them relentlessly. Shadows danced in the corners of their vision, whispers echoed in their dreams, and the sensation of being watched never left them. It became clear that they had not truly escaped the clutches of the haunted amusement park. They had merely scratched the surface of its insidious power. Years passed, and the friends grew weary from the weight of their haunted memories. Determined to rid themselves of the lingering curse, they gathered once more, drawing upon the strength they had found within themselves during their previous ordeal. Together, they embarked on a final quest to uncover the ancient origins of Thrill Haven, delving into forbidden knowledge and unearthing long-forgotten secrets. Guided by their collective resilience, they unraveled a dark pact made centuries ago. A pact that bound the spirits of tortured souls to the very land on which Thrillhaven stood. With newfound understanding, the friends devised a daring plan. Armed with ancient artifacts and empowered by their shared bond, they returned to Thrillhaven for a climactic confrontation with the malevolent forces that had plagued them for so long. In a battle that transcended the physical realm, they faced their deepest fears head-on, their determination and unity serving as shields against the darkness. Through sheer will and a refusal to succumb, they shattered the curse that held Thrillhaven captive, setting the tormented spirits free. As the final echoes of their victory faded, a profound silence settled upon the amusement park. The shadows receded, replaced by a newfound serenity. The park, once a place of terror, now radiated a tranquil energy, a testament to the friends' triumph over the forces of darkness. With their mission accomplished, the friends bid farewell to Thrillhaven, knowing that it would forever hold place in their shared history. As they walked away, their steps lighter and hearts unburdened, they embraced a future free from the nightmare that had haunted them. But legends have a way of enduring, and the story of the haunted amusement park would continue to captivate the curious and thrill-seekers alike. Those who dared to explore its secrets would forever be warned by the tale of the friends who faced their fears and emerged victorious, a testament to the power of friendship, resilience, and the unyielding spirit of those who confront the darkest horrors. The end. Or is it truly the end? Only time will tell.